My name is Najma Lashkarian. I'm an assistant faculty with the School of Professional Studies at Miss University. How many of you would you like to learn quicker and remember better? I'm sure the answer is all of us. Have you come across a friend of yours when you ask, could you please give me David's phone number? And in reply he said, oh man, I have a very bad memory. I can't remember a simple phone number. Or you came across another friend of yours when she said that I have such a good memory that I can remember the entire movie in details. Well, guys, let me clear one thing to you. There is nothing called as a bad memory or a good memory. It's all about untrained memory and trained memory. Do you have any idea that our mind is like a supercomputer? However we program it, we can utilize that. Let me give you another example. Let's go back to that phone number which I asked you. Have you ever thought why nowadays nobody can remember any phone number? Probably it's just because we start believing on our memories and we start believing more on the gadget, the small personal mobile we are carrying with each other. So what we did do, we start training our brain that you don't have to memorize things. There are gadgets outside which they do a better job. You know what you did to your brain? You start feeding your brain that, hey, believe it, you cannot do a good job. There are gadgets outside which you can rely on. Guys, our behavior is belief-driven. So let's build this strong belief system that it shows in our behavior. In fact, all of you can train your brain to learn quicker and remember faster to reach the level of mastery where you're wishing to. Let's talk about people who are successful. For example, Bill Gates, Ratan Tata, Amani. Who are they? They are successful people. What do they have in common? They are rich, they are billionaires, they are passionate, they have good purpose. Can I say that they are all master of their games? Well, yes, they are master of their games. But there is one small ingredient which we all missed on our life. That is why we are all fascinated by their success. So they promise to stay committed to a lifelong learning on a regular basis. Once Oliver Wendell said, a mind which is being stretched by a new experience can never go back to its old dimensions. Now it is time for the strategies to be used. The first strategy would be input. What do I mean by input? Have you seen people, they attend so many seminars, they do so many online classes, they read so many articles? Well, there is no question on learning. It is in fact very good. But it becomes scary and we start feeling problem when there are so many inputs and less of output. In fact, it starts leading us to a shallow learning. I'm sure we all came across someone who said that, do you know, I have read the bestseller book of the year. We feel so happy. But when we ask the person, could you please share some ideas and what is the takeaway of the book? That is the time when the person goes mute. And here we should understand that too much of learning in this scenario, it is nothing but intellectual entertainment. Remember guys, we are not looking for a shallow reading and learning. We are looking for a deep learning. Now guys, how can we shift from a shallow learning to a deep learning? It's very simple. We have to be more focused on output rather than input. So the first strategy will be learning, that which we have already talked about it. Let's move to the second strategy, which is reflect. Reflect means stop, pause, get back to whatever you have learned. Ask yourself some sort of question. How is it going to help me? What sort of benefit it has for me? After answering this question, this is where you are going to enter one of the most critical and important level of learning, and that is nothing but implementation, where we have to take a notepad and jot down important things, and moreover, we have to put it in an action. And the last stage, but not the least, is share. What does share means? Have you heard about that concept, sharing is caring? Yes, that's true. Sharing comes in a concept of teaching as well. Okay, if you're not comfortable with teaching, fair enough. You can discuss the idea with your friend. The more you share, the better you can understand. Remember guys, the more we teach to others, the more we discuss about the idea, what are we doing? In fact, we are training our memory and our brain to do better. We start feeding our brain beautiful input. Do you know guys, what is scary about it? It's about that if we just get into that concept of learning and learning and learning and input, and we don't want to do anything about the output. And this is nothing but we are getting into the illusion of competence. We feel that we know many things and we have learned, but when the right time that we have to come and talk about it, the right time never comes for us. To sum up, all successful people are master of their game. They made sure to focus more on output rather than input. And moreover, they made sure to follow the formula. Learn, reflect, implement, and share. Thank you so much. Have a great day.